We are your new home for Woody and Jim. 93.3 FM. Totally hits. Totally Nashville.
We're talking Lady Raider basketball, live from the Boulevard Bar and Grill. It's Rick Insell Live. 1 hour of women's basketball conversation featuring the head coach of the Middle Tennessee Lady Raiders. Be part of the show by dropping us your questions or comments to blueraidernet@gmail.com. Tonight's show is presented by Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Bud Light, it's for the fans. And Ascension St. Thomas, the official hospital partner of MTSU. Now with Coach Rick Insell, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders.
Going up in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome to the Boulevard Bar and Grill. We got a great crowd on hand as always as we're talking Lady Raider basketball for the next hour. This is Rick Insell Live, and I'm great to be with you. Joe Fisher, glad to be with the coach.
You got another packed house?
Got another full house. As always, they come in for good food, good conversation. That's what we do right here.
Absolutely.
Exactly right. And coming off a couple of nice wins over Sam Houston, 66-38, and Louisiana Tech 61-43. So as a result, Middle Tennessee now 14-6 on the year and 6-1 atop Conference USA. We'll talk about those games as we get started here in just a moment. But Coach, again, it's just a lot of fun to come here, have the folks come, gather. You have a tremendous fan base that travels home and away and just does a wonderful job.
Well, they're invested in our basketball team, and our basketball team's invested in them. Our players, they appreciate our fan base so much. You can see them mingling with them before the game, after the games. You can see them down here at the Boulevard after games. You see them during the coach's show. And then we have so many people that just go on the road that our fans, that our players get with those too. And they're not just parents. There's a few parents that go and grandparents, but most of them are from our fan base. And, it's growing every year. I can remember when we first went to FIU, my first year here, and I think we counted 14 or 15 people at FIU, and I think maybe at that point, maybe 10 of them was our people. So, but now you go to FIU, and we'll have 50, 60 there.
Yeah.
And we got people that are taking and renting homes and things down there a week or two before, but come to our game. And used to it was two games, FAU and FIU.
Right.
Now just FIU.
It's interesting to watch, and this is my first year to be with you and to go through this process, but to see the fans that are there before, that are there a long time after, that get to know these players, that want to be a part of this program, that want to be connected to the program. It's just a wonderful thing to see.
Well, one of the things that I told Dr. McPhee and Chris when they hired me was I felt like that we had failed in getting people to the games, and that I felt like that we could sell this program to this community, to the Middle Tennessee community, and we could put it where it needs to be with the Tennessees and with the Vanderbilts. And we've done that. And it hadn't been just me. I mean, you look out at my coaching staff with Matt, Kim, Tom Hodges, Nina, and now you got Courtney. And then, you got Darren back there. I mean, we got people that's out there constantly every day asking people to come to the Lady Raider basketball game, asking them to be part of what's going with the Blue Raiders. Come to our football games. I know Chris has the last couple of years, really for the last 4 or 5 years, he's made it possible that we've got a football suite, and Tom Hodges and myself have got one, and we're constantly bringing in new people to the football games, hoping that we can not only get them there to our football games, but also bring them back to our women's and men's basketball, and some of them even with the baseball program.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we usually in this first segment usually talk about a couple of games that we just played, but I think I want to go a different direction. And let's talk about some accolades, because it's always great to be number one at something. And Middle Tennessee Lady Raiders are number 1 in the nation in field goal defense, holding opponents to 33% from the field for the season. It is a phenomenal job. And just coming off this last win, I mean, you hold a team that was among the conference leaders in scoring, you hold them 25 points under their usual average.
Well, defense is something that we work on every day. There's not a day that we're in the gym that we're not working on our defense. And we have some loyalists back here that comes to every practice, and they'll tell you that there's a session during our practice every day. We work on defensive principles, fundamentals, and it never gets old. I mean, you know, we have been as high as fifth before in the rankings, but today when it came out that we were number 1, and you know, that goes back to we held Tennessee in the 80s. They're averaging in the 90s.
Right.
We held Kansas State into about 15 points under what. It wasn't just teams in our conference. It's teams that we played all year long. That's an average. And so when that's put together, I was pretty proud of our little group. They really hard-nosed. They get after it. And we're getting better. These two young ladies you're talking to tonight, I see them improving every single day in practice. And then the other night we had to play without a Enrique, and you saw the results. They came in. They did a heck of a job. I was really proud of them.
It takes a team, though, however, and I remember you and I talking about this about 3 weeks ago, saying we are going to buy all in. We're going to sell all in on defense. That's what we're going to hang our hat on. That's what we're going to focus on. But it takes players buying in to do that as well. And this team has done it. And I'm telling you, if you're a basketball fan, it is a lot of fun to watch a team play tremendous defense the way this team is playing right now.
Well, we got the right ingredients. If you look at, you got in the background, you got Nos, which is 6'6", 6'7", that's really got some basketball IQ that's back there to block shots and to alter shots. And then you got to start on the perimeter with Jalen Gregory, which I think is one of the best defensive players in the country.
Absolutely.
And we put her on try to put her on the best player. And we're still not where we need to be. Cab has just got all kinds of quickness and just does a great job. And then Tamia, we feel like if on a scale of 1 to 10 defensive-wise, Tamia's about a 5. We want to get her to a 7. If we can get her to a 7, then our defense is even going to pick up more. And then you've got Enrique, which is one time was voted Defensive Player in the Conference USA.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And these two young ladies that we've got back here, the one thing we got to pick up on, we're not doing a great job at that right now. We're playing good defense, but we got to go the boards harder. And even though we've got 40-plus rebounds the last 2 games, we still have got to go the boards harder. We've got to some of those rebounds we're not getting, we need to get.
That's one of those stats, and I know you and I have talked about this. The only stat you care about is the score. I understand that. But there are some stats that sort of tend to tell you if you're successful or not. And one of them seems to be if you out-rebound the opponent. And that has been a stat that has held true for us.
Well, we got 47 rebounds against Western, didn't win the game. And
that was the only one, you're right.
And they got in the 20s. But, you know, you got to tip your hat to them. They made some timely shots.
Yeah.
And they had a player or two step up and did a good job. And Greg had them ready. And we just didn't – they outplayed us. Bottom line, they outplayed us. But, you know, they didn't give a trophy away that day. That's what we hang our hat on. They didn't give a trophy away.
Yep, that was the first thing you told me after the game. Okay, the streak's over, fine, we'll start another one. They didn't give a trophy away that day. It's okay.
You can't sit around and we went in, we said prayer, we got on the bus, we came back. And I think a lot of our players were at the men's game. I think sitting right behind the bench.
Right.
And they were at the men's game. And, you know, they got to be college. Students, and they enjoy their friends. They live over around in the same areas that the men's basketball team. So it didn't bother me. It was over with. No need to dwell on it. Let's go and let's get after it. Get the next one.
And they've certainly done that. They've come off with a couple of impressive wins, which we'll talk about after we take this break. Middle Tennessee 14-6 overall, 6-1 in Conference USA. Got a big road trip coming up, going out to Las Cruces, New Mexico to take on New Mexico State Thursday night, and then at UTEP on Saturday. It's another one of those long road trips, but we've done a few of those already, haven't we?
It'll be 2 battles, I'll just tell you right now.
Yep.
No matter, in this conference, and I'm sure Nick could tell you the same thing, you ain't got any gimmies. I mean, even at home, you look what happened this week to New Mexico State.
Yep.
They came in, they're sitting there with, I think, maybe 1 or 2 losses, and they lose to Kennesaw State and Jack State. So, those were probably 2 games they were counting on.
I'm sure.
And now they're really behind the 8 ball, and they got us coming in. They've lost to Liberty, Jack State, and they lost to Kennesaw State.
Yep.
Then they got to play us. So then after us, they got to play Western. So this thing can get away from you quick if you're not on top of it.
We're looking forward to it. Looking forward to the game on Thursday in New Mexico State, 7:30 Central Time is the tip-off. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the games that we won this past week. That's coming up next. We're talking to Rick Insell live from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
Earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
Get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union checking account for you. Interest-earning checking with 3.56% annual percent yield of $1,000 are restricted to apply.
Feeling well and need to see a doctor? Why you need
the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm is here to help you select the right protection at the right price. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insell, and I'll make sure that you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm, it's easy to make the right choice. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
93.3 FM.
Up in 3, 2, 1.
As we are at the Boulevard Bar and Grill, talking Lady Raider basketball here for the next hour with the coach. I did not realize, Coach, until last week that you have a sandwich here named in your honor.
That's Matt.
Is that Matt's?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was yours.
No, that's Matt. I eat everything on the menu. I can't, He doesn't. He's picky. He's got, him and Jeff, they're big buddies, best friends, and so he convinces Jeff to put his name on a sandwich.
There's something to be said. If you want a sandwich named after you, what would that sandwich be?
Good gracious, I don't know. I like everything. I like everything the Boulevard's got here. I've eaten just about everything they've got on the menu, and they also furnish when we go on road trips the food.
Yeah.
So, I'm just an old hamburger guy.
Yep.
That's what I ate before I came up here was a hamburger.
I like it. Well, 2 impressive wins this past week, coming off the win over Sam Houston, 66-38, and Louisiana Tech 61-43. Let's go back to the Sam Houston game.
Let me say one other thing quick. We got a man in the back there, Tommy Anderson, which is the president of the bank up in Lafayette. He picked the right one with Jalen Gregory, didn't he? He's got her on the billboard and everything else. So he's a hero up in Macon County right now.
Well, since we're going down that road, let's talk about that, because after the game, a couple of game ball presentations, if you will. One for Jalen becoming the all-time three-point scoring leader in Lady Raider history. She did that about 30 seconds into the game. She got that over with. Like, bang, hit it, got it over with.
Cab found her.
Yep.
Cab's coming down that floor like a point guard should. She's looking for Gregory. If Gregory's got just that sliver of hope, she's getting her the ball.
Well, it worked out great. She got that knocked down, made a few more after that, including her fourth one in the game that put her over 1,500 career points.
That's big.
Yeah, it's huge. And what a great career that is.
You know, I was told that when we recruited her that we didn't know what we were doing in recruiting that little old country girl from Macon County because she couldn't play Division I basketball. Well, I'm going to say this, and you won't understand what this means, but I do boom and Yahtzee.
I know Yahtzee. Yes, I do.
Which means that, she's won 2 or 3 championships. She's 1,500 points here. She's an all-time three-point leader, and we're not through yet.
Nope, not even close to that, as a matter of fact.
And the fans love her, and she loves the fans, and and she's a great student, straight-A student. I mean, she's what you want in a college athlete.
I tell you, it's one of the things that we talked about in the postgame, as a matter of fact, too, because, she scores, and she's 13th all-time in scoring in Middle Tennessee history. She's 22 points away from moving into 12th, so she's going to climb the ladder a bit more. But there's so much more to how she plays the game. And, if you could give an MVP for defense, I'm telling you, she's got to be at the top of the list.
Well, I think you got 2 there. You got her on the perimeter, and you got Noss in the back.
Yep.
I think Noss is last year's MVP of the Defensive Player of the Year, I believe, last year. I'm not for sure. Is that right, Matt? Was she the Defensive Player of the Year last year?
Yep, she was.
So, and then Jalen on the perimeter, just a shutdown person. But, I'm going to jump on to something else that we just talked about.
Okay.
One of the things I'm really proud of our young ladies, this past semester, it was a 3.4.
I was going to ask about that.
GPA. Yep. That's big.
That's great. 3.4 as a team. That's terrific.
Well, we've been carrying a 3.7, and we got 1 or 2 that didn't go to study hall. Guess what?
They're going to now, aren't they?
They've got no choice.
That's very important to you, isn't it?
It is. That's what you come to college for. You don't come to college to get paid. You come to college to get that degree. Go to class. Experience what's going on here on our campus. And then, you're getting paid to play basketball, rebound, shoot the ball, whatever. But you also need to be going to class.
Yeah.
And our players religiously go to class.
Dr. McPhee is here. Chris Massaro is here. There is tremendous support that I've noticed. This is my first year to be with you guys. You have tremendous support from the administration in this program.
Well, you got Diane Turnham, Senior Women's Administrator.
Who is also here.
And you got Chris Massaro, our AD, and you got Dr. McPhee, our President. And, they're very involved in what's going on with our recruiting, our academic part, everything that we got, they're very involved in with our basketball program.
Yep, it's great to be connected like that, and we're seeing.
And Miss Liz, don't forget Miss Liz.
Oh, yep.
The girls, Dr. McPhee and them came in the other night before the game. We like not been able to run out because all the girls was around Miss Liz. So.
It's a very family-oriented program.
We sell that.
Yeah.
We sell that to our recruits. Now, we coach them hard. Every coach I've got, just like today in there, Chris was in our practice today when several of our fans was there. And every coach we had, Kim was doing her thing. Nina and Tom was doing her thing. Matt was doing his thing. Courtney was over there helping Matt and Kim. And so, Matt and Nina and Tom. So, we coach them hard.
Yeah.
And we expect them to take the coaching. But again, when it's over with, it's over with. After we get to the middle, you may have had a bad day of practice, but when we say, hey, it's over with for today, do you need me? Do I need to do something that you need help anywhere?
Right.
Tutor, mentor, you having problems at your apartment. We've got all that we've got to take care of.
Yep, it's a very close-knit family. It's wonderful to be around, and we're glad you're with us, as a matter of fact, as well. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Rick Insell Live from Van Wagner.
Hey there. I've been hired by the Tennessee Lottery to celebrate every time there's a winner across the state. Truthfully, it's a little more work than I expected. I had no idea that Tennessee Lottery players win an average of $3.6 million every day. That's a whole lot of moolah. So play today for your chance to win big. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night. Make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Back in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Boulevard Bar and Grill here in Murfreesboro. We're talking Lady Raider basketball. Rick Insell Live. I'm Joe Fisher. Glad to have you with us. Great crowd on hand. Got a little room for you if you want to come out. Might be standing room only, but come on in. We'll find a place for you, and that's totally okay. Coming off the win over Louisiana Tech, 61-43, and Tech is a good basketball team. They've got talent. They've got balance. They came in with 4 players averaging in double figures. And, Coach, your team holds them to 27% from the field. It was a tremendous defensive performance.
Well, again, it was I think Nina had that scout. Am I right, Nina? Did you have that scout? Nina did a good job. She got the players ready. Tom, working in the background, made sure they had plenty of clips. And then the players know that I know who's watching the clips. And so you've not only got to know what your player's doing, but you got to know what the next player's doing.
Right.
And so, then you got Matt over the whole overall thing, just in there with Nina. So we were in that one day that we had, we pretty much got a pretty good scout in.
Yeah.
And because I just had one day.
That's right. You play Thursday night and then turn around and play an early Saturday game.
But I was real proud of our players. We didn't start out like I wanted to, but we finished like we wanted to. But we played good, consistent defense all through the day.
Yeah.
I don't know that they really got into any of their offenses. I mean, they may have ran an offense or two, but just getting and executing their offenses, I don't think they were able to do that.
It's funny. We have seen this with this team because there are moments when Jalen Gregory's taken over a game or when Tamia Scott has taken over a game. Well, in this particular instance, Anastasia Boldareva took over in the late second quarter and through the third. She just took over and was dominant and basically shut them down.
Well, we got her the ball.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying. You know, we have been isolating our own player, and you know, we got the ball to her inside. She dominated, and we got it back to her. Then we went away from her, and it took us a little bit to get it going back to her. But once we got it back to her, we stayed in there. And then late, Gregory hit a couple of threes. And then I thought Cav played a pretty good game. She got in foul trouble.
Yeah.
But she was having to guard a pretty formidable guard. And so I thought she did a good job. I thought the last two games in particular, Cav's really done pretty good.
Yep. It's funny because Kyle Turnham, who does the games with me, obviously, and is a great broadcast partner, he made the comment, and I totally agree with these. When she was guarding their point guard, Cav you're talking about, he said, that is quick on quicker.
Yeah.
And Cav is quicker.
Well, Cav she when she comes to play, she's unbelievable. You know, every now and then she gets into her own feelings when she misses a shot or maybe has a turnover that, you know, that she just knows that she shouldn't have had. And then, but if we get her out of it pretty quick, she's right back. You know, Saturday she had a turnover or two, and she kind of wanted to go in that shell. And then Matt pulled her aside, and he got her to pushing the ball on up the floor. Once she got the ball through their first line of defense, we were able to pick up some threes.
Yep.
We were able to run our offense a little better. So, you know, Cav could be the best point guard in this conference if she wanted to be. And she's not far off from getting to that point right now.
I thought it was interesting because Tech likes to press. They do the zone press, and you really had very little difficulty with that for the most part.
Well, we did early.
Yep.
Because we was passing it back and forth. I think we maybe we got a 10-second call. I'm not
yeah,
for sure.
We got one, yep.
But, you know, once we took the timeout or they had a timeout, we said, hey, push the ball on through it. There's not the first line of defense. You got beat. So her and Gregory both started pushing it through, and it opened up some lanes for us.
Yeah, it was good to see. And then again, you talk about Cav playing. When she steps up and takes that open three and hits it, that's a whole nother element that comes into play.
Done that the last couple of games.
Yes.
Well, to give you an idea, Gregory's our best three-point shooter. We've got a drill that we go through, a 2-minute drill, and I think Gregory hit 45 today maybe. She was in the 40s. The only one close to her was Cav. Cav, I think, had 37. So it just gives you an idea. Cav's shooting is coming around.
Mm-hmm.
But a point guard is there to distribute the ball. Then when they back off of you, take the shot.
Yep, interesting. And you win 2 games at home, and in the conference, and in any conference, there's pressure to win at home. I mean, you got to hold serve at home, and you were able to do that this past week.
Well, you know, it's pretty intimidating to play in the Glass House because our fan base is really loud, and then our players play great there, and we don't lose much there. I mean, I can't even. I don't keep up with all these stats. Jake does.
I think over the last 3 seasons, you're 50-2.
You know, and we gave both of those away, Joe.
Yeah, I know.
One of them was to Princeton.
That's right.
We had a 16-point lead on them, and the other was Seton Hall. We had a 2-point lead on them or a 1-point lead on them with 5 seconds to go.
Mm-hmm.
They dribbled the length of the floor and put it up and scored and beat us. And we had the ball out of bounds, and we had, believe it or not, she's here tonight, Courtney. You know, I wanted it in her hands, period. And for 4 years, I put it in her hands.
Yeah.
That one time, she got low with it. When she did, they tied her up. Well, they had the ball.
They had the possession arrow.
They got the last shot.
Yeah.
But I was wanting Courtney to go to that free throw line. That's what I was wanting. That's why we went to her.
I think that's one of the interesting things as we get ready to go to the break, because I've been around coaches for a long time. Coaches don't necessarily remember a lot of the wins. They sure do remember the losses.
Well, I do.
I know. That's what I mean. You remember all the details.
Well, you know, you lose some sleep over those. You know, that would have put us in the finals of the WNIT.
Yeah.
That we would have been playing that Saturday or that Friday one, and Dr. McPhee and Chris had went to Dr. McPhee, and we were going to outbid South Dakota State.
Yeah.
We already had the people involved, and the university had stepped up. We were going to play that game
at home. Yep.
Well, we lost on that last second shot, and then Seton Hall had to go to South Dakota State and got beat.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Darren Park's going to come and visit with a couple of the Lady Raider players tonight. This is Rick Insell live from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Switching is easy. You do it all the time. You switch on the lights, you switch on TV channels, and you can switch and save with State Farm. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insell, and I can switch you over so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to State Farm Neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give me a call at 931-684-5274. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Hey there, I've been hired by the Tennessee Lottery to celebrate every time there's a winner across the state. Truthfully, it's a little more work than I expected. I had no idea that Tennessee Lottery players win an average of $3.6 million every day. That's a whole lot of moolah. So play today for your chance to win big. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Going up in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Rick Insell Live, right here from the Boulevard Bar and Grill. Darren Park sitting in with our two very, very special guests. We've got Stacy Kabiernik and we have Emily Monson. Ladies, welcome to Rick Insell Live.
Thank you. Hi.
All right, right into it. Stacy, how nervous are you right now?
I'm a little bit nervous, honestly. Yeah. On
Wha-
a scale from 1 to 10, like 7.
Okay, but now hold on. Why?
I don't like speaking in public.
Well, these people here, they're your family, they're your friends, they love you, they're here. They couldn't wait to hear what you had to say tonight. Is that gonna make it any easier at all?
Yeah.
All right. So first things first, Stacey. St. Petersburg, Russia, to Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Right.
Wow. What's been the biggest differences that you've noticed since you've been over here?
Well, the people here is different. I feel like they're more kind. They're more friendly. I'm not saying that people in Russia, they mad. No, they just different people, different culture.
Okay. We talk about the culture. Obviously, food is different.
Right. Yeah, food is the big difference.
Okay. Has there been different or new things that you've had here that you've liked now and you're like, oh, yeah, no, I wish we had this back in Russia?
Oh, yeah, I wish we had Taco Bell in Russia.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So when you decided to come over, I'm assuming it's always been your dream to come to America and play basketball.
Right.
What made Middle Tennessee stand out? Why did you get excited about Middle Tennessee?
Well, honestly, I really like that here they have Anastasia, the Russian person.
Yep.
And I like the school program here. And basketball program, of course. So everything is great.
Yeah. So, obviously, it made it a lot more easier for you to make the transition, knowing that Nas was here and she could kind of help you along.
Yes.
Okay. So you get here and redshirted last year, and you're starting to get used to America and going to classes and going to practice. The first time you had practice here, tell me about that.
Well, I was a little nervous, and I was really tired after this practice.
A lot of running.
All right.
Okay, so then when Coach gets on you and he starts, do you understand everything? Because some people have said that sometimes you understand and sometimes you pretend you don't understand.
No, I understand everything.
So then, and the things you don't, then Nas is there to kind of help you a little bit. Okay. So then, redshirted last year, and then now you get to actually earn minutes. And as the fall became winter, you started getting more confident. The coaches started getting more confident in you. And then all of a sudden this weekend, you had your big chance. How exciting was it to get on the court on Saturday and on Thursday and like when the game mattered, like in the second quarter, and you're out there on the floor?
I was really excited, honestly, yes. After redshirt the year, now I'm really grateful to finally help my team on the court. That's really fun.
Yeah, and the fans really being able to do it at home and having the fans. I know they were very appreciative of your efforts, especially defensively. I thought you came in and just did a wonderful job defensively, and then you got an open look for three and you made it.
Yes.
We love making open shots. So you've been now to a lot of different places here in the United States with basketball. What's the biggest thing that's different from other campuses that you go to and then when you're here at Middle?
I don't really know. Well, honestly, when I came here first, I thought that Middle Tennessee is like a huge university. But now I know it's not that big because there is some more bigger.
Yeah, there's more bigger. But you go to a lot of other places and there's nobody in the stands. It's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we've got good fans and they're here. Yeah, and so that makes it all the better.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you're not, last thing, and Emily, I don't want you to, we're not forgetting about you. But Stacy's doing such a wonderful job. We're just going to keep this going here.
Go for it.
Hey, so when you're not playing basketball here, what else do you like to do?
I like maybe go out with my friends.
And where do you go?
Just outside.
Okay, yeah. See, Coach, let's make sure we understand. Stacy's got all the one-liners down right now, doesn't she, everybody? Stacy, you've been great. We're going to talk to Emily here, but everybody, there's Stacy Kabernick
Thank you very much.
from St. Petersburg. How easy was that?
Easy.
Easy. Now, Emily, this is your backyard.
Yes.
So, you know, it wasn't like you went across the world. You had the unique opportunity to go see someplace and then decide, well, maybe grass isn't always greener, so to speak, and now I get to come back. Talk me through that process.
Well, I had a great time last year. Like, I made great friends. I had a great time and everything, but it wasn't the right fit for me, and that's okay. So I just decided to.
Well, no, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot because that's, I mean, hey, listen, everybody, you know, when you grow up and you're in one place your whole life, it's natural to want to look someplace else.
Yeah.
And then that helps make you know, helps you grow and helps make you appreciate what's here more.
Yes.
So coming back here and now getting to appreciate that, how much fun has that been?
It's been fun. It's nice to have like my parents and some of my friends from like high school and stuff closer. I kind of like to like explore things, so whenever there's things around here that I didn't know before, that's a great like day for me.
Right.
But,
So when
yeah,
you get
it's
out,
nice.
so what are some things that you didn't know and now you get to experience? I mean,
not much.
yeah, not much. It's Murphy's. No, I'm not kidding. So, so for you, kind of similar to Stacy. So, you know, you got here and you've been working hard and putting in your time and getting a little bit of meaningful minutes here and there. But then this past weekend, I mean, you got the call Thursday night and they said, hey, you're going to start. And here was your big opportunity. I know you weren't nervous. I know you were ready. I know you're excited and you came out. But talk to me about how gratifying that was that the coaches now had this confidence in you.
It actually meant a lot because I feel like that's one thing from last year. I feel like I was always doing things, but nobody ever seemed to like notice or care, even when like things are going really bad. It was just like with everything else. But it made me like really appreciative because ever since I've been here, I feel like I've gotten so much better, and I know I still have a lot to work on and stuff, but just like the improvements that I've made since June and just taking it little by little every single day, and just for them to see that and like have confidence in me meant a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know the fans, same as with Stacy, we talked about it. You know, when you made an appearance, I know everybody was really excited, and I mean, you did a really, really nice job on both games this past weekend. That's got to give you a lot of confidence. I bet you were really excited to get back in the gym and get on the court this week.
Yes, definitely.
So let's talk about moving forward, and obviously you get a chance now to experience what middle has meant from the inside now, and all the intricacies and all of that. As you move forward for the rest of the season, what are some things that you want to do individually to make sure you're still getting better each day with practice?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of things that I could improve on, but I think a big thing is just defense. And obviously, like, everybody could always get a little better, but definitely for me, I should continue to focus on that.
But now, come on. You're the #1 defensive field goal percentage team in the country. How can you get better?
Oh, there's things to get better on.
There's always ways we can get better.
For sure.
Conference tournament comes up in Huntsville, postseason play, going to the NCAA tournament. I'm sure growing up that's always been a big goal and dream for you. Knowing that now you've got a realistic opportunity to get that, what are your thoughts on that? How do you feel about that?
That's so exciting. Didn't get the opportunity last year, and there's a great chance for us to do that this year, and they've done it numerous times in the past, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun.
And being here now and being able to meet these people, interact with the Blue Raider family, seeing them at games, seeing them on the road, seeing them here, from the president to the athletic director on down, how special is that?
Very special. Like, you don't see this type of support everywhere, and that's just another thing that makes this place really great. You're having support from so many different people all over Murfreesboro, and it means a lot.
I love it. I'm so glad you guys are here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stacy Kabiernik and Emily Monson. Look for them to continue a great season as we press on into March Madness. So, ladies, thank you so much for being here. You guys did an awesome job.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And we will be back with more Rick Insell Live at the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
Earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Back in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Boulevard Bar and Grill as we continue with Rick Insell Live, talking Lady Raider basketball, getting ready to hit the road for a couple of games at New Mexico State and at Texas El Paso. And it was great, Darren Park, visiting with Stacy Kabiernik and Emily Monson. And Coach, it's one of those things, those of us who are around the program and close to the program, and one of the things that I encourage people to get involved and be close to a program, because you get to know these players and just get to appreciate and get to know them. To see players like Stacy and Emily develop to a point where you're plugging them in situations that are vital and important has got to be really encouraging for you as a coach.
Well, you know, I think I told you early on that I felt like that we had 3 or 4 young ladies that would be ready by the 1st of February, and that was 2 of them. You can see them getting, every day in practice, you can see them getting better. They're getting better laterally. They're able to do things defensively now that we hadn't been able to do. They're going to the boards hard. They both can shoot the basketball. We knew that.
Yep.
But what we do is more than just shooting the basketball. There's so much other things that goes on. You got to know the offenses. and we go over and over and over and over and over. That's all we spent time on today, was just different things of our offensive continuity there. That you got to know that, because if you're not doing your part, then you mess everybody else up. And so we're not good enough to go out there and run up and down the floor. We've got to go out and we've got to execute our offenses, and we've got to put people into those picks into our offenses, and then we got to make them guard us. And then we've got a lot of options, and when you know all those options, and you're going to get a lot more playing time. And right now, Stacy and Emily are getting to the point now where the other night we didn't have a Enrique, and we didn't fall off any.
Yep.
They came in. Both of those young ladies did a great job, and was really proud of them.
Absolutely. Let me throw another name in there, and that's Savannah Davis, who has coming on.
Savannah Davis is getting better every day. She's hard-nosed. She can shoot the heck out of the basketball. And now she's getting, she's playing 3 different positions, the 1, 2, and the 3. And she's fitting in. The girls have got confidence in her. And, she stepped it up. I mean, we've been pretty demanding on Savannah. We expected her to come in and play a lot from the beginning. We didn't want to wait till February for her. We wanted her to be ready in December. She wasn't there. But now, right now, we have no – I noticed the other night, as soon as something went down, Matt said Savannah in, and she's up and in that game just like that. I mean, she wants to be in. You're going to have to guard her. She can shoot the ball like Gregory. She's got great range. And, you got to work on her passing a little bit. And then, I'm really proud of the way Jada Harrison is getting better.
Yep.
And we're really, we've got to work a little bit more on her. When you see a weakness, it's up to you as a coaching staff to go work on that weakness. And right now, we've seen a weakness or two in Jada's game, and that's all we're working on in practice right now, is trying to get her to where we know that we're going to need her down the road.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I know we talked after the game on Saturday, and Savannah was one we were talking about, but others. Working through a screen, the physicality of the game, and those players stepping up now and being a part of that, not shying away from it, stepping in and being a part of it.
Well, one of the things that I was really happy with Saturday was someone set a screen on the girl that was on Davis, and she just ran through it.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, as a head coach, I loved it because she was able to get through that screen and defend. And that's one of the things we've had a problem with her. She's been getting caught up. Matter of fact, that's what she came out and told Matt at Western. She said, they screened me twice. And he said, you're not in high school no more.
Yeah.
There was a double screen. Yeah, you got to get through it. You got to get over it. And she didn't like that much, but she did get over it. And now she's doing a good job. We're really proud of her. We're really proud of what she's doing.
It's interesting for you because early in the year, you were basically playing 6, maybe 7 people. And now as time has evolved and as this team has evolved, you seem to be more comfortable playing 8, 9, maybe even 10 if it merits it.
You can go back 4 games ago, we played Dora.
Right.
You remember
that? Absolutely.
We put Dora in, she did a good job, didn't make a mistake.
Yep.
I think Matt put in the other night, he put in Mush. Miosha.
Yep.
Put her in, and she did a pretty good job. Mm-hmm. Every player that we got, if you come to our practices, and many of them do,
Mm-hmm.
David and Jennifer, and I can just come, Jane and Greg and Linda and Ronnie. I mean, we work on that stuff every single day. We don't just work with 5 players. It's free substitution. And you substitute yourself in, and when you come in, you better be ready to go. You better be ready to know what the offense is and what we expect you to do. Well, and if you don't get to come in no more. But it's free substitution. We got 15 young ladies. All 15 of them sometime during the practice is getting some individual attention from some of our coaches.
You're about to go on the road for 2 really big games. Before we go to our final break here really quickly, what is the secret to being successful on the road?
You got to play defense. You got to rebound the basketball. You got to hit free throws. You do that, you're going to be in the game.
Yep.
And if you don't, your chances of winning is going to be slim. But we got 2 tough places to go. And I think Nick will tell you that also with his men.
Yep.
Basically they got to do the same thing, and you know, you got to stay on top of things, or this league will get away from you, and it'll get away from you quick.
We'll come back our final moments with Coach Rick Insell live here from Van Wagner.
All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards for safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Safe app from State Farm. Plus, with dynamic new features like interactive maps and driving tips, the pursuit of your discount is even easier. You can earn up to 30%. Just download the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm and get started. Just call me, Agent Deb Insell, at 931-684-5274, and we'll help you sign up today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Back in 3, 2, 1.
And back our final moments with Coach Rick Insell live here from the Boulevard Bar and Grill. 2 big road games coming up at New Mexico State, 7:30 Central Time tip-off on Thursday. Broadcast begins with the pregame show at 7 o'clock. And then at Texas El Paso on Saturday, that is a 3 p.m. Central Time tip-off. Our broadcast will begin at 2:30. Coach, you told me last year this road trip was pivotal for your team.
It was. This time last year when we won out there those 2 games and they were too close, well, we dominated New Mexico State, but we were in a very close game with UTEP, and I think in that game Courtney was one of them that stepped up for us in that game along with Wheeler. And we won 2 big games, and we came back, and by doing that we were able to finish it off.
So looking forward to this one. And it's one of the things that I thought about, you have traveled extensively in the non-conference portion of the season. So flying west, going to do this is no big deal. You've done it before.
Well, I was a lot younger.
I know.
You know, that's the toughest part right now is with my age. Now, Kim and Tom and Matt, Nina, and Courtney, it's not as bad on them. But it's tough for old coach.
I know. I understand.
I understand what Dick was going through.
Yes, indeed.
You know.
Well, it's good to be with you. Appreciate it. Stay tuned. Nick McDevitt Live is next.
Thank everybody. Thank y'all.